school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. As you gear up for game day this season, don't forget the MVP in your life. Whether it's a ruby bracelet to show off her team spirit or a timeless Heartland diamond that shines from across the room, we've got the perfect play. Our experts at Sartor Heyman are here to help you make the winning move. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal, a dog, a cat, or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer. Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks, exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Power Hour with 2-time national champion Todd Uhlir. Powered by Window World of Lincoln and Set the Bar Subs on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Power Hour with me, Todd Uhlir. Excited, a lot to cover in this hour. Never seems to be enough time. We're going to talk a little bit about the walk-on program and what that's meant to Nebraska. We're going to talk a little bit about high school football because I love high school football. We got 1 week left. The state championships are coming up. And then we're going to talk Husker football, right? Like, this is a big game today. Right, Ben? I mean, it's big.
About as big as it can get.
We've been saying that every weekend.
I mean, but I'm saying if Nebraska cannot go to Iowa City with still 5 wins.
No, I agree.
Can't happen. I
agree. Last home game for the seniors. Some of them have been here a long time. You know, that's gotta fuel them a little bit. I hope. You know, we need to come out and start fast. But I know, and then, you know, some of these guys, seniors have been, once again, I want to get into the walk-on stuff, right? Roster cuts potentially is coming. We're going to have to cut to 105. I want people to go out to my personal Facebook. I have a pin post on my personal Facebook. There is a petition going around that you can sign to keep current walk-ons with a grandfather clause. So the walk-on program has meant so much to me and my family. My older brother Troy walked on in Nebraska. I walked on in Nebraska. My little brother Tyrone walked on in Nebraska. I can't tell you how much that's meant to our family personally. And just knowing all the walk-ons that were given an opportunity to get better and earn a scholarship. I was blessed to earn a scholarship in 95. My little brother was put on scholarship as well. Without the walk-on program, that doesn't happen. So we're going to see the end of an era in 2025 with this roster cut to 105. But there is a petition that you can sign at change.org. And I do have that on my personal Facebook page at Todd Uhlir on Facebook, that you can sign that petition, hopefully get these current walk-ons grandfathered in. I believe there's 5,000 student athletes that, will have to find a new place potentially or not play. And I can tell you, I was committed to South Dakota State to play. But I had an agreement with them. I'm like, if Nebraska offers a walk-on or anything, I'm going to Nebraska. And pretty crazy story. Back then, we didn't have social. This is back in 1993. Like, were you
different times?
You weren't even born, right, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Coach Osborne walked in on Monday before signing day, and offered me a walk-on, and I signed right there. And that was the end of the deal. I had to call South Dakota State and tell them I'm not coming. We didn't have, and that was a big thing for me. I can honestly say that since I was like 5 years old, watched my first Husker game, I wanted to be a Husker. I would have went and played somewhere else if that opportunity wouldn't have been given to me. But I can tell you, dealing with my son was a multiple sport. He could have played baseball at a D1 level. He could have done track at a D1 level. And I didn't have those opportunities. I wasn't that good at everything. It was football for me, period. If I was going to play a sport in college, my son wouldn't have gone anywhere else to play football, especially walk on. Right. So he's current walk on. It's his first year, getting pretty acclimated to it. Got to see a pretty cool block he put on a guy this week on scout team. It was fun. So he's starting to figure it out a little bit. And sometimes that's what these kids need, right? I can talk about the Makovica brothers. I can talk about Brian Schuster. I can talk about Gerald Armstrong back in our day with all the walk-ons that eventually earned scholarships and earned starting roles, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how the whole walk-on program, and I know, like LSU said, that's not a big deal. We got about 110 guys on our roster anyway. Well, we have 150. So that's 45 guys that aren't going to be in the program. And I'm a big believer in iron sharpens iron, right? And you can talk to, I'm on Winter World Wednesdays with Vershawn and Terrell, and Vershawn can tell you, the walk-ons come in, they work their butts off because nothing's given to them, right? And that pushes the scholarship guys. If the scholarship guys don't do what they need to do, they're pushed out, right? And that's been a huge thing for Nebraska, obviously, for a lot of years. And it's going to be interesting if this gets passed. Well, it did get passed, but see how it looks with only 105 guys in the locker room, right? I think when I came in, there was probably 175. We had a lot of walk-ons back then. And then my older brother came in 1987. They still had a freshman program. So there was like 220 kids on the team back in 1987. So, hey, and it's probably time with revenue sharing coming, right? You can't say you're going to revenue share with 150 guys and make it even. It is good, I think, in my opinion, that the NCAA is going to allow 105 scholarship players versus the 85. So it's 20 more kids that can be on scholarship. But with this transfer portal and all the madness going on, NIL, I think we've created kind of this culture. I was talking to a buddy of mine, Kevin Brown, out there. It's not about the team anymore. It's about me, right? And I think Coach Saban, who obviously was at Alabama for a lot of years and was super successful, was able to control that and make it about the team. And you can see, DeBoer is not having the same success that necessarily Coach Saban did, because it's tough in this day when you've got, guys making crazy money to play college football. I'm all for it. And once again, I think I know for like literally you get up at 5 a.m., 5:30 in the morning, you go till 9:00 at night. These guys should be compensated, and they bring in a lot of money with the TV, with the tickets, and hopefully the fans are showing out today. This is a big one. We kind of talked about that before we went on air. Like, we need to start fast. But it would be awesome if we could grandfather in the current walk-ons so that, it's just not like they got to find a place to go. I would guess if my son doesn't make the 105 roster, this isn't probably anything etched in stone, that he would go do track somewhere. If he's not able to play football here, he would find a school that will let him throw the shot put. He likes throwing heavy things long ways. So, and once again, I didn't have those options. I couldn't have went, potentially he could go play baseball somewhere, that kind of thing. I didn't have any of those options. So, and basically my parents said, if you don't, if you're not playing a sport and getting some kind of money, we can't send you to college. So, my first 2 years we scrounged, and then I went on scholarship in 95, and that was a big deal. And, made all that time and work and stuff like that, really pan out for me. Unfortunately got hurt in 95, and that was my last year. But, so yeah, if anybody has anything they want to comment on the walk-on program and what it's meant, maybe even to them, or, just, the walk-ons are always like me, like it's the little guy, right? Like it's and everybody loves that story of kid that, wasn't given a scholarship but earned it. And I can tell you, as a walk-on, and having two brothers as a walk-on, my brother-in-law was a walk-on. My son is a walk-on. You have to earn it. Like you have to outwork every single day. And it seems like any mistake you make as a walk-on is 10 times worse than somebody that potentially is on scholarship. So, you always kind of like those stories, of the guy that made it happen. And, and I know Texas A&M does a walk-on thing. I know Clemson's huge in walk-ons, and that takes away from some of this real college experience. Right. And I just think it's coming from a place of, these guys, it's what's the college going to do for me? Not what are you going to do for the college. Right. And I do think that's why you see a lot of parity in college football right now. I mean, let's face it, Indiana, they're playing right now, right, against Ohio State.
They should, yeah.
Might want to keep an eye on that score.
Yep.
But like, who would have ever guessed Indiana 10-0, right? Pretty crazy to think that they could get there, but that's the age we're in with the transfer portal and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see. Will it even the playing field out even more? Probably, right? You better be really good with the transfer portal. You better be really good at getting kids to gel with one another. I think it's just it's gonna, like, I wouldn't want to be a head coach in college football right now. It's gonna
Tough
be
job.
it's gonna be nuts. And I mean, I know a lot of people are like, man, they make so much money and stuff like that. Man, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of decisions they got to make. And to be real honest, they bring a ton of money into the program, and it is because of the fan support, right? If everybody stopped coming to the game and everybody stopped watching and everybody stopped listening to the radio, then it wouldn't be there. But you can't, like, I mean, college football is college football. Like, everybody tunes in. There's not very many people that don't watch college football. Everybody knows, right? So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the biggest hurdle for Nebraska without walk-ons will just be, can we get the right type of recruits that will come in and work hard and not think it's expected, right? Because I think that's what the walk-on program does. Like, I came in, I was 9th string I-back in 1993. I redshirted, quite a few scholarship I-backs ahead of me. Came into spring in 94, worked my ass off. Like, I weighed 185 pounds in the fall of 93. By spring of 94, I was 210 pounds. So I gained 25 pounds of muscle, got strong, got the heck beat out of me in scout team. So I learned how to take multiple really hard hits. And, I competed and I ended up being 4th-string I-back in 94 ahead of, 4 scholarship guys.
Wow.
I made the travel squad as a redshirt freshman, and Vershawn, who, was at home and he's on scholarship, he didn't make travel squad. So, and it just goes to what you can really accomplish if you're given the opportunity. So it is going to be interesting for sure. Who else is playing today? Illinois and Rutgers. Fun. Iowa and Maryland.
We have a caller,
All right.
Scott from Kansas, if you want to take
Scott, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Scott, you're on the Power Hour 93.7 The Ticket. What do you have for us, Scott?
Hey, thanks for having me. Long-time listener and first-time caller here, so appreciate your comments here about the walk-on program and everything. It reminded me of, I think it's Terry Keneally. There's I think kind of a popular story about him. He came to Nebraska. He was like 220 pounds. And then from the training tables and the program and all of that, I think he got up to 250 or 270 and was just a complete wrecking ball on the defensive line there. And it's amazing what that walk-on program has done because, as you know, with the running game, what it was, you need talent, but the walk-on program gives you that extra oomph, gives you those extra bodies that you need, that talent can truly develop and get you over the top. Yep. And I'm sad to see the 105-man limit. I wish there was a way that could be appealed or I don't know, somehow dealt with legally, right?
Right.
And I think Rule's right. There's people that what you see before you is not a fully developed person. Some people are late bloomers, right? And we won't get to see a future Keneally. We won't get to see a future Gifford, right. And I think that's the biggest travesty of it all, because part of the college experience is to grow into your own and to bloom and to do what it is that you're supposed to do. And the NCAA is just single-handedly through administrative fiat not doing what's in the best interest of the student athlete in this instance. So just wanted to share that and everything. Appreciate the show and what you're doing, but I'll hang up and listen. Keep doing a great job and go Big Red.
Go Big Red. All right. Thanks, Scott, man. Appreciate it. Well, I played with Terry Keneally. Got to run into him several times. That he was a little bit older than me, so he had been in the weight room for a while before. I didn't run into him when he was 220. Wasn't a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, really, like the NCAA just said, hey, 105, like from where? I do believe we're going down the road to where potentially, and this is just my thought process, potentially you're going to have the Big Ten and the SEC, and there's going to be a split from the NCAA. that just, it almost seems inevitable, just because of the money, right? And and kind of what the NCAA is dictating all the time. So I do believe we'll see that in the future, where you'll have the Big Ten has, the AFC, and the SEC is the NFC, and you'll have 32 teams in the Big Ten. You'll have 32 teams in the SEC. You'll have 8 team divisions by, and that I've been saying that for 2 years. So it's not nothing in it. It's just it's edging closer and closer, and you're seeing the college playoff coming. Like, people are already like, oh, these guys will be like, you already know that system's not working, potentially not working. We're going to get potentially a couple teams in there that maybe shouldn't be, but they want, they're going to win their conference, even though their conference is pretty weak. So I think that's where we're going to see things go, especially with the 105-man roster limit. You're going to want to be in one of those two power conferences. There'll be 64 teams. It'll be just double the size of the NFL, to be real honest.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's more people that watch NCAA football than pro football. So I do see that down the road potentially happen, especially with revenue sharing and that kind of stuff. Because the NCAA is going to want their part of the revenue share, right? Like, well, why would we have to pay the players now? Why would we want to give any more money to the NCAA than we have to? Potentially you'll have kind of that college football, commissioner that kind of oversees it all. And I really do see that kind of coming down the line potentially. Do I think it's 100%? Absolutely not. But, the NCAA is going to keep their claws in it as long as they can, because they make a ton of money off of college football. But I'm kind of envisioning that's where we're, with the Big Ten as big as it is now, the SEC as big as it is now, absorb those other 3 conferences. And, if you're not in there, you're going to be a second tier team.
Yeah.
Potentially, let's be honest, we only really care about the top 25 anyway, right? Everybody wants to know about the top 25, which, puts Huskers kind of in a bad spot right now. So we need a win today. I feel pretty good about it. Great weather here in Lincoln this morning. A little chilly, but by kickoff, it's supposed to be over 50 degrees.
Should be pretty good by kickoff.
But yeah, so excited about it. But yeah, go to my Facebook page, Todd Uhlir on Facebook. There is a pinned post. Sign the petition to keep grandfathered in walk-ons, so that we can kind of phase it out instead of just throwing these kids out into the streets, right? So do that for us. And, it's we're done with the first segment. We're here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir. We'll be back here in just a little bit.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. My grandpa Don always made sure that our diamonds are the most exceptional you could find in the world. That's why we're introducing our exclusive Heartland Diamond Collection. If you're ready to add some sparkle to your life that you can see from across the room, the Heartland Diamond is for you. Stop in to Sartor Heyman to see for yourself. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning December 1st. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your holiday, birthday, or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Confidence on the field begins with confidence in your fit. And nobody fits the polar bear like Gary Michaels. From off the rack to custom made to measure, the Gary Michaels team can tackle any hard-to-fit man and make him feel like a champion. For style, affordability, and the finest clothes from here to Italy, it's got to be Gary Michaels. Take it from the polar bear. Get your best look today at Gary Michaels.
Gary Michaels Clothiers, 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Transform your view with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything while keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back with the Power Hour here on 11th and O Street. It's 93.7 The Ticket. We're going to talk some Husker Wisconsin football. What do we see as what needs to happen here today? First of all, what I see We need a win, right? We need to break this curse.
Really?
We need a win.
This is a hot take, Todd. This is a really hot take.
We need a win. How are we going to win? We need to control the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
We need to run the ball, believe it or not, even though we have an air raid guy. People want to talk about this air raid thing, and you still control college football by being able to run the ball, which I thought we did effectively last week in the second half. We need to do that, and we need to set that tone in the first half. Wisconsin has not played well on the road this year. I mean, they went to Iowa City and got thumped, right? So I think we have to jump out quick. We can't go 3 and out. We have to score right away. We need to put some points on the board. If we can do that, I think we roll. I do think another week under Dana, the new OC, I think things will click a little bit better. You could see some changes last week, but with only a week of work under him and him first time actually calling a game in a bit, I think we'll see that step up here. And I feel really confident about. I felt really confident about every game except for the Ohio State game. And once again, we've been in every single game except for Indiana, who just scored on Ohio State 7-0. Indiana, I've got a bunch of clients in my online program out in Columbus and in Ohio area. We went out and watched the Ohio State Nebraska game together with a bunch of them. And I told them, I said, don't sleep on this Indiana team. They're really, really good. Their offense is, and they just went right down the field and scored.
Good. Their offense is
scary good. And they took up a bunch of time. They ran the ball effectively on them. Watch out, Buckeye Nation. We do have a pick'em on my Facebook page as well. If you pick the closest score today of the Husker Wisconsins, you get a $25 gift card to Set the Bar Subs. We have a $50 a week perfect prediction, and nobody has won it in 7 weeks. So we got $350 if you perfectly pick the prediction today. You get a $350 gift card to Set the Bar Subs. So appreciate Set the Bar Subs for sponsoring that. So go to my Facebook page. You got until 1 hour before kickoff to put in your prediction. And we also know that our defense got to just get them off the field, right?
Yeah.
I think our defense will play well today. Got a lot of seniors. It's the last time on Memorial Field. I think they should play with some passion.
Definitely.
And some fire. And I just don't see Wisconsin having all the threats that we've faced against USC, against UCLA. They have a little more threats than Wisconsin. So
yeah,
I feel really confident going into this. But once again, I felt pretty confident going into most of these games except for Ohio State. And we're a couple plays away. We need defense to step up. Can't make mistakes in special teams. We need to take care of the ball, and maybe put a fullback in.
I mean, talking about the offensive side, because defense. The defense's problem has been just not being able to get off the field at certain points. I don't think
third downs.
I don't think Wisconsin is going to be able to do that to effect. I think the defense is going to play very solid. The problem is going to be the offense, and I felt like against USC, Nebraska just maybe wouldn't lean on the run game at times when maybe they should have.
Yep.
Do you feel like? I know it's not as simple as that, but do you think Nebraska really needs to lean on the run game today? Because Wisconsin actually has a pretty good pass defense. They statistically they have a good pass defense, but their run defense has not been great this year.
Hasn't been great. Iowa exposed them on that.
Yeah.
We need our backs to hit the holes, get to the second level, make a guy miss. We need some big plays today. We haven't seen any really big plays out of the running game in a couple, but they were called back.
All season. Has the longest run been maybe the Raiola run when he had that scramble?
Yeah, probably.
It's
probably the longest actual run from.
Besides, I think Emmett Johnson had a long run against UTEP, but that was UTEP though.
Yeah, that was UTEP. I think we had a long one. Ramir Johnson had a long one called back on a holding or something, which would have been nice to have. And that once again, I think that was in the first 3 games. Might have been. Was it against Colorado? No. I don't know. Can't remember. Too many games.
There's too many games.
But we need Husker Nation to show out. We need to pack that stadium. We need to be loud. We need to never give up because this team's always in it. We need to let the coaches coach, players play, and let's hope that they go out there and we got to get a quick start. So,
we had Jeremy in Crete who just texted in saying that he's wondering, he just tuned in, whose Facebook page for the game prediction?
Todd Uhlir.
Awesome.
So it's on there. Just
there we go.
Look up Todd Uhlir. The prediction's there. I also think I have the prediction on my Todd Uhlir Window World Facebook page as well. I think I have it on both. So
what is your prediction?
My prediction
right now.
Well, seems like we can't score all that many points, but I feel like every week I feel like we can score 28. So I'm feeling a 28-17.
Ooh, okay.
28-17. I'm feeling pretty
you
confident on that.
You have some faith in the Nebraska offense.
I do. I really do. And honestly, I think the defense scores a touchdown.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Wisconsin's turned it over quite a bit this year.
I feel like our defense is always right there potentially to score. We saw it last week with the pick six. Do we get a scoop and score here today? Potentially, Wisconsin's going to run the ball, which we're pretty good at stopping the run for the most part. So maybe we can, maybe Bullocks knocks ones out and Gifford scoops it up and runs it in, 2 walk-ons. Maybe that combo.
The only thing that worries me about the offense in this one is that, I think it's pretty fair to say that I think Wisconsin's defense is better than USC's. Would you say that? It's a little. They're pretty close.
I would say USC's secondary is probably better than Wisconsin's. I think Wisconsin up front's probably better than USC was. But here's the deal: like every team in the Big Ten's got.
They
talent.
all got dudes.
They all got talent.
So Nebraska only scored 13 offensive points against USC.
Yeah.
But then again, that was Holgerson's first week.
How much game calling?
Yeah. How much do you think one more week can really help?
I think it's a lot. Believe it or not. You always should be progressing, right, each week, and with an extra week, just of how things, his personnel, that kind of stuff. I think that's going to give him some more options. I know they talked about a mystery player that could potentially give us some key help. It'll be interesting to see who that is, if it is anybody at all at this point.
Wasn't just making someone up?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's being true.
I know it's true. I just can't say. I might have a little insider information, but I can't use it.
Yeah. Don't want to get you in trouble.
No, not getting in trouble. I don't want to get kicked off the radio show. This is my third show, fourth show.
Fourth show.
Fourth show. I don't want to get kicked off that.
You got to at least make it to 5.
I did. So it's funny. I did sideline reporting for high school football up in Northeast Nebraska for KNEN. And I did 2 games. In the second game, I questioned the head coach after the game and said some things that I thought were appropriate. I didn't cuss or anything like that, but I was asked not to be on the sideline anymore after questioning the coach about, why is this kid standing on the sideline? He looked like your best athlete out there. So,
on the text line, Disc Golf Jake said, we even need all those J-Skers from Creighton last night to show up and be loud.
Yeah, come on, J-Skers. Yeah, what a game last night. The Husker basketball team takes down Creighton. That was awesome. Especially after that horrible loss to, who was it? St. Thomas? Or I don't know who it was. St. Mary's.
Nebraska barely lost to St. Mary's.
Yeah, but, once again. So, yeah, it's good. Looks like Ohio State struggling to move the ball. All right, that's the big game. That's probably the biggest game in the Big Ten since Oregon and Ohio State, I would think.
And it's crazy. Ohio State's in both of them.
Yeah, and then in Ohio State, was it Penn? Did they play Penn State?
They beat Penn State. Yeah. It was close, but Ohio State kind of controlled that entire game.
But yeah, love seeing all the Big Ten teams doing well. Obviously, want to see them represent in the college football playoff. Wouldn't be wouldn't be, the SEC is trying to get all their guys in there and we beat these guys. I mean, we got a tougher schedule. I don't know. The Big Ten is tough.
What do you think about, so I feel like a lot of the SEC fan base is saying that a 2-loss SEC team should get in instead of, let's say Indiana does lose against Ohio State here, instead of a 1-loss Indiana team. I mean, what's kind of your view on that?
I think you got to look at if Indiana loses by a point or 3 points or a touchdown, they're as good as, they're a top 10 team, right? If they get beat by 14 or more, I think the spread was like 14.5, right?
Something like
that.
I
mean, it was crazy.
It was double digit. I think it might have went down to like 10.
It might have went down to 10, but I know at one point during the week it was 14.5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get beat by that. You could say, because really their Indiana's strength of schedule has not been what say a 2-loss Alabama schedule has been, a 2-loss Georgia, 2-loss Tennessee, that kind of thing. But I would still, like I said, we're going to see what happens. They may win, right? And then you've got Ohio State with 2 losses.
Yeah,
right?
Does a 2-loss Ohio State get in over a 2-loss SEC team?
Absolutely. They lost to a 10-0 team and the number 1 team.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, it's crazy. This college football playoff thing is going to be nuts.
What kind of annoys me about the 2-loss SEC stuff is some of those SEC losses that they had, though, are kind of bad.
Well, yeah, Alabama lost to Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
come on.
I get that it's like Ohio State lost to Oregon, and if they lose this, Indiana, who might finish the year,
will be number 2. Yeah. Potentially beat Oregon.
I feel like 1 loss I can understand. 2 losses, that's kind of you not controlling your own destiny, in my opinion.
Now, if Ohio State would finish the year with 2 losses and one of them was to say us, if we would have beat them, then you could say. But like I said, Alabama has lost to Vanderbilt and who else? Georgia.
Yes,
they lost to Georgia. Or did they beat? No, I don't know. I can't.
Let me look.
Track.
I'll look it up real quick.
But I think definitely it's going to be an interesting next 10 days before the final college football playoff comes out. And
Alabama lost to
Tennessee and Vanderbilt, right? So
Tennessee and
Alabama
Vanderbilt
beat Georgia.
They beat Georgia. They barely beat South Carolina.
And then Georgia beat Tennessee.
Yeah,
it's just nuts.
The SEC is kind of, there's all of those teams are going to finish with 2 losses, probably.
Right, all of them.
And there's going to be so many like small little tiebreaker stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I want to real quick before we throw it to break, I want to get your thoughts on. What coach was it that was saying that the SEC championship could actually hurt whatever team that gets there that loses that game? Because would you take an SEC team that didn't make the SEC championship, but then they didn't lose in that SEC championship? You know what I mean?
I don't think you can. Once again, the conference championship games almost need to be thrown out at this point, in my opinion, and just it's an extra game for 2 teams, right? And you're right. If there's a 2-loss team in the
championship.
Conference championship, now they have 3 losses, but they lost to the conference champion. They shouldn't be dinged for that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know,
unless they get blown out.
Well, once again, yeah. It always comes down to the score, right?
I honestly, I don't want to get rid of the championships because those are just going to be such great games. I feel like, I don't see any team getting blown out in those.
And once again, it's revenue.
Yeah,
they're not going to get rid of them. But at the end of the day, there's not an AFC. I guess there is an AFC championship game, but not in their divisions, right?
No,
you know what I mean. So,
do you feel like whoever gets into for Big Ten and SEC should be automatically into the playoffs?
I would. Well,
I know Big 12 ACC probably won't like that.
No, and they shouldn't. Once again, it's strength of schedule, and so I would say your top 2 Big Ten and your top 2 SEC, like the guys that go to the championship game should be automatically in. It shouldn't just be the conference champion. Now, granted, the conference champion with the highest or the best rating is going to get the bye week.
Yeah,
right. But I would say once again, it's the first year. We're going to learn from it, get better at it.
They're going to expand it even more, I'm pretty sure, the playoffs.
Yeah, and I don't know if they can. I think 12 is a perfect number with the 4 buys and just not extending the what are we going to January 20th now? Something like that. We're going to be playing They're going to be playing it right before the Super Bowl.
Have a March Madness, 64 teams.
Right. Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
Well, and that's what they do in every other division, right? They do 64 teams. So
it's gonna be interesting, but we better start with the break.
Yeah, I want to shout out to our sponsors, Window World of Lincoln, Set the Bar Sups, and Exarban Spine and Sport.
Awesome.
Check those guys out. We'll be back here, 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Power Hour.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Happened to you? I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you gotta come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning December 1st. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your holiday, birthday, or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Allo Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
We fix basements.
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 At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
Hello. Thank you.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Allo Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back with the Power Hour. Last thing we're going to talk about is high school football. We've got our state championships for Nebraska high school football starting on Monday. We've got the D1 game. Coach Stoddard up there in Stanton will be playing Sandy Creek, both 12-0. Good luck. We also got the Class A championship. This one I've been waiting for all year. I've got Christian Jones at Westside, and I know his dad, Dave, really well. And then Damon Benning coaches there. Quite a few former Huskers players there. Cotton kid, Williams kid. So excited to see this one. I'll be there Monday night, 7:15 p.m. at Memorial Stadium. They're playing Millard South, who only has one loss, but they lost to like an Arizona team that's ranked in the nation. So this is going to be potentially the best high school football game of all time.
Whoa.
As far as talent, honestly, like there's more talent. You got kids all over the place with talent on this team. You got, like I said, the Jones kid ranked super high, Nebraska commit, Millard South. I really don't know much about Millard South, but I know they're really, really good. So that should be fun on Monday. On Tuesday, we've got a rematch of Bennington and Omaha Skutt. My good friend, the Terminator at Omaha Skutt, they are 11-1, playing Bennington 11-1. Bennington's only loss was to Omaha Skutt, 38-30 earlier in the season. So there's going to be some revenge factors there. So that should be an awesome game at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Good luck to both those teams. And then my little brother Tommy's daughter graduated from Bennington. She's a Badger. So yeah, I got some interesting stuff there. I'll probably watch that one from the comfort of my.
We're carrying all those games on our radio.
No, we're carrying them all here at 93.7 The Ticket.
Yep.
You can listen to them
Nick's
here.
Gonna be on the call. Yeah.
Awesome. And then you got the C1 game, Central City and Wahoo. Wahoo has just been dominating. Central City comes out of like a 6 seed. A lot of upsets. They're 11-1. Pretty sure they throw the ball a lot. That'll be Wahoo's going to be really, really tough to beat. And then you got the C2 game. Norfolk Catholic, my arch rival. I grew up in Battle Creek, and I got a ton of friends. I coached a lot of the kids on this team. I trained a lot of the kids on the Norfolk Catholic team. Great team. This is their 4th state. Well, and I should say that about Bennington as well. They're going for their 4th in a row.
Wow.
State championship. Norfolk Catholic is playing in their 4th, going for their 3rd in a row. And they're 12-0, and they're playing Bishop Newman, 11-1, who my Battle Creek Braves lost to last week, 6-0. It was a thriller. Over there.
Can 6-0 be considered a thrill?
It was a thrill. Like we were inside the 10 like
I'm
3
sure
times.
I'm sure it was an exciting game.
It really was. There's some crazy stuff, turnovers, craziness. But Bishop Newman's got Connor Booth, who's a Nebraska commit at running back. Battle Creek shut him down. I think he had 14 carries for 44 yards. He did have a little ding up on his knee. I texted his dad, said he's good to go. That will be Tuesday at 10:15 a.m. I can't imagine playing a 10:15 a.m. game in high school football.
When would they be waking up then?
Yeah, pretty early. I'd have to be up about 6 to get my head right.
That's not terrible. Could be worse.
So that'll be the C2 game. So good luck to Norfolk Catholic and Bishop Newman. And like I said, the D1 game is on Monday with Stanton and Sandy Creek. So I absolutely love Nebraska high school football. We should just play it year round. It's a shame there's only 13 games. So my little brother Tyrone lives in Nashville, and they have 10 regular season games. And if you want to win a state championship down there, I believe you've got to win 16 games, or you would play in 16 games. I guess you don't have to win them all. So Tennessee has a little longer schedule than that. So shout out to my little brother in Nashville, Tennessee. Hope you're doing good, brother. I know he's going to the Louisville game today. I don't know who they're playing.
Okay.
Him and his boys are going to the Louisville game. Can't think who they're playing. He told me, and I don't remember. But and then other than that, let's get after it in the stands today, Husker fans. I'm excited. I'll be over there.
Be active.
Scream and shout and let it all out. This is it.
Ooh, you rhymed.
We need to we need to support this team more than anything. And man, I sat in the South Stadium last game against UCLA, and it was just negativity. So I'm happy to be back in the East Stadium, and there's a lot more positivity in the East Stadium. But thanks for joining me this week. Once again, shout out to Window World of Lincoln, Set the Bar Subs, and Exarban Spine and Sport for sponsoring us. Let's get after it, Huskers. Go Big Red.
Pre-game show up next. 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for